Hey everyone, my name is Caleb Janssens, and I just have to say I'm really grateful that you took time out of your day to watch my content. It really means the world to me. For those of you that are unaware, I try to review everything that gets released on Netflix. So I want to let you know if it's good, bad, or mediocre, if you're investing your time or if you're wasting your time. So if you're ever curious about whether a Netflix series is going to be good, come to my channel and I'll let you know. So do not be afraid to subscribe, and let's jump right into today's review, which is Dogs Season 2. And I have no idea what it is about this Monday in particular, but this is definitely a very animal-friendly day because of Netflix. They've not only released Dogs Season 2, but they've released Cat People. And so I've reviewed both of these series, and you can check out both of my reviews on them. But it's just really weird to me that they would release two series focusing on two different types of pets. And so I guess if you are a pet person, if you love animals, today is a very, very good day for you to watch some pet and animal-centric content on Netflix. So I'm just going to put it out there. Dogs Season 2, the target market is obvious. Lovers of dogs. If you're a dog person, this series is aimed for you. Ultimately, we get 4 different episodes throughout this Season 2, and each basic episode tackles a different story. In episode 1, we meet Trip, who's a mascot for the Butler University. Episode 2 is about a former astronaut who hikes up a mountain with his dogs. Episode 3 is about an American veteran who gets a stray dog from Iraq to the US. And finally, episode 4 is about a priest with a passion for animals and trying to find them homes. So this is definitely a series for those of you that love your pets or are a pet lover, especially when it comes to dogs. Dogs being man's best friend. If you are a dog's best friend, this is a series that you're going to love and enjoy. I've given you a basic breakdown of the 4 different episodes in this series. And I'm going to tell you this. If you aren't a dog lover, if pets aren't your thing, or if you're someone that's looking for big, exaggerated stories, you're not going to find that in this series. Unfortunately, this series is very self-contained. It's a very simple story for each and every episode. We're not looking at larger-than-life events. We're just looking at simple stories about dogs and their owners. These are simply little, intimate, self-contained stories about dogs and their owners and their love for one another. So if you're looking for something larger than life, you're not going to find it here, and this isn't the series for you. That's not to say that these aren't incredibly good or well-structured stories. These stories, while being small and self-contained, are incredibly heartfelt. There's a lot of emotion that goes into them. But again, as a viewer, not everyone is going to feel like these heartfelt episodes are necessarily for them. Some people are going to watch these episodes and go, did I really just waste 45 minutes of my life looking at a dog that is the mascot for a university and all he does is run up and down the court? If that's your response to watching an episode about exactly that, then this isn't going to be the story for you. But if you are someone that loves animals and can see, wow, this is a dog that loves what he does, and he's so cute in his little jacket, and I love his interactions with his owner, and I love what he stands for. If that's you, then this is a series that you are going to love and that you are going to enjoy, and you can get invested in. Ultimately, if you love dogs, and you don't just love them, you're invested in them, this is a series you can enjoy. So as an animal lover myself, you guys will notice I put my dog in my thumbnail. I love my dog, Rose Tyler. She's the most amazing little chihuahua in the world. But even myself, someone who loves animals, I was watching a few of these episodes going, I don't know if this is for me. I felt very disconnected from some of the stories, and I felt like, cool, it's a story about a dog, but honestly, does this story warrant an entire 45-minute episode? And very often the case was unfortunately not. I feel like a lot of these stories could easily just be boiled down to a blog post. And while that sounds like it's really cheapening the source material, unfortunately that's just how I feel, and I want to give you guys my honest opinion. This isn't a badly made series. The editing is great. The direction is great. Honestly, I love the way they were able to just capture these dogs and how happy they can get. But the stories very often left a lot to be desired. And there were ultimately 2 other things I really felt dampened my enjoyment of this series. The next one being cinematography. This series is clearly filmed with like handheld cameras. The issue is, I don't believe that they're stabilized cameras because we're getting so much camera shake. Throughout the whole series, we barely get a stabilized or still shot. And so it feels like you're watching a roller coaster because everything is filmed like this. there's this natural shake in all of the shots. And it's really unfortunate because sometimes I just want to feel like, this is calm, this is a nice still shot, and I'm watching something beautiful. And unfortunately, we don't really get that with this series. Another thing I really didn't enjoy in regards to episode 4 was all the voiceover work. Episode 4 takes place in a foreign country, and so we have to deal with a bunch of voiceovers, otherwise we're just going to be hearing a bunch of foreign languages. And that's great. I watch a lot of different foreign movies and series. You can go through my YouTube channel, and very often I'm like, guys, watch the subbed because the voice acting is so great, or watch the dubbed because of this. And unfortunately, I'll say this series was so unenjoyable because of the dubbed lines. The voice acting in this final episode was really difficult to engage yourself with. We have this scene where the priest is like, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful animal. Like, I love it. It's so cute. And like, oh, I hope she's going to be okay. But the voice actor delivers it like, oh wow, an animal. I hope it's okay. It is so cute. And it sucks you out and it ruins your enjoyment. So I know that's relegated specifically to episode 4, but when you get there and you're already tired from this constant shaky cam and you might be a little bit dampened because you've got these very self-contained limited stories that feel like they may have been extended past the point they need to, because 45 minutes is a very, very long time, especially to tell these incredibly simple stories. By the time you get to episode 4, it can feel a little bit frustrating. But guys, look, at the end of the day, if you are a dog lover, if you're an animal lover, I would suggest you give this series a shot. I've thoroughly enjoyed the animal-centric docu-series we've been getting on Netflix lately. And while I do believe this is sadly one of the weaker ones, it's not unenjoyable. I had a great time with some of the episodes and especially some of the segments, and I thought the dogs were so incredibly cute, and I felt like some of the stories were really, really inspirational. But I feel like a lot of the ingredients just didn't line up, unfortunately. But guys, thank you so much for watching my review. It really does mean the world to me. You guys are so awesome. You're the best. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe, and I hope to see you again in another review.